All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that logo. So anyway, hey Jeff, how you doing? Uh,
What's up, brother?
how you doing? Oh my God, I can't believe it, folks. Happy Halloween. I know Halloween's on Tuesday, but anyway, I want to say happy Halloween for everyone. I want to say happy birthday. Oh my God, just like Frosty the Snowman. Anyway, so today, Andreas, pop culture guy, and Jeff S. True Knowledge himself from the MCU Bleeding Edge is back again with me.
Woo!
Yes, to review Chucky Season 3, Dress to
Get
Kill.
chuckified, bitch!
Yes, Checkify. Uh, this could have been our last one to review until next year with the last four. So we have to wait a long half a year to get the last four episodes of season 3. So, folks, I hope you've been enjoying these four live streams, ish you reviews. But yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, so I am excited to talk about episode 4, Dress to Kill, and see how we land this episode and did we like it or not. So Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
You got better views than we got when we first started. You
What
know,
was the what was the first thing you guys did?
WandaVision.
Hmm.
Remember I told you? Just like you.
Yeah.
With your one channel, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
A
don't
lot
know.
of a lot of podcasts and a lot of YouTube channels started right at WandaVision for some reason.
Yeah. It was a good, starting point. I started with Batman Forever. For me, when I did some regular movie reviews, but in terms of TV weekly discussion, One Division was my first, but it
I
was in
did
the other.
political content for years.
Yeah,
You know that. I used to talk about economics and like the stock market and stuff like that and whatnot and everything. I'm so glad that I don't have to talk about that stuff anymore. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I still like to read and everything and whatnot, and like I still maybe there's here and there like there are situations where I wouldn't mind still opining like about so because I do really enjoy economics, for instance. Like I do like separate the politics. Like I just enjoy economics. I like talking about capitalism and whatnot, but I like debating, you know what I mean? Like, different economic principles and whatnot and stuff like that. Like I do, I like I
yeah,
like the back and forth, you know what I mean? And whatnot, but it's hard to find people that you can actually have respectful discourse with, you know what I mean? About a lot of stuff, yeah,
yeah.
you
I
know,
know.
so, I mean, I have another YouTube channel. It's called Night Owl Productions Presents. And there's content on there if you ever want to check it out. That's my other channel. It's still up. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to take it down at some point or what, but
What was it called?
it's called Night Owl Productions Presents.
Night Owl Channel Presents. Ah,
Every
alright.
once in a while, I'll go to like try to set up a collaboration with another creator or something like that and whatnot, and they'll go back and they'll find out they'll find some of my old content and whatnot, and everything and whatnot, and that will kill the collaboration because of the political slant,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, politics and the business. Night Owl Productions, right?
Yeah, Night Owl Productions presents.
All right, I'm trying to find your
I'll send you a link.
Yeah, because I'm just like curious now. Now projections, because I thought I got it, but no. There's a bunch of indie movie makers. I think it's. Hold on. I I guess so. Probably send the link. Anyway, you brought up the interesting point about the ratings. I mean, I think because One Division was like a new thing, and I think with the algorithm, Chucky is a horror thing, and this, the Chucky brand is maybe a bit stronger, than what One Division was, because
Yeah, we almost we hit 10,000 listens on the podcast.
mm,
I finally started getting the podcast caught up Troy, you're finally going to be on there for the first time because I honestly, folks out there, I've let the MCU's Bleeding Edge podcast kind of let go a little bit and whatnot and everything. It's not caught up with our YouTube channel right now, but I'm working diligently to put it back together, and we're over 10,000 plays. So that's just what Anchor shows you, like Spotify for for podcasters or whatever.
Yeah.
We have more listens and more plays than that, but we are a podcast. And we every time I put episodes up, people seem to want to listen to us. We do really well with women in that area.
Yeah. I mean, first off, folks, if you have an option to just want to hear the audio instead of just like watching us on the screen just now in our live streams, then it's okay. You can find us in the Spotify or whatever podcast platform you can find us just for the audio. Yeah, I mean, people are they always have like this thing where like they just want to listen to audio, and it's like, okay, well, then just go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, to do that.
When I used to work, I used to listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah. I mean, I still do. I usually, here and there, Spotify or Apple Podcasts, So
Yeah, no. So, hey, Loki episode 4, huh?
yeah,
It was pretty good.
Yeah, Chucky season 4.
I know. Chucky
Loki.
episode 4.
Yeah, okay. Very funny, sir. Oh, okay. Thank
They
you.
really let this one build up, and I'll tell you, what I figured out. I actually like watching Chucky better on my cell phone than I do on my TV, my 4K TV.
Mm.
I prefer the way that it looks just on the 1080p.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. I mean, I watch my I think I so far been enjoying watching.
Pardon me.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. I've been enjoying watching my TV or movies at my Big Mac computer to either YouTube or the streaming service that you provided me. Like I prefer that than the TV.
I know. I like seeing the stuff you've been watching and stuff like that and whatnot. It's interesting.
Yes. I'm trying to just watch the latest the newer Chucky films.
I love how you made your name Time Cop on your account and shit.
Yes.
I think that's awesome, dude.
I knew you're gonna like.
I saw that. I was like, I love it.
Yes, I knew you're gonna like it. I mean, come on, you have to put Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation.
Hey, you know what? We've got Zombieland on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one. I'm there.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
Sure. I mean, I seen that movie a couple of times. I mean, not like the full movie, but just like all the parts that are famous.
I think it came out one time when I was in jail. I can't remember.
Oh my god, that is an intriguing story to tell us soon. It came out in 2009.
Yeah, I'd say probably the last time I watched it was probably around that time. Because back then, when stuff came out, I watched it. I had HBO, I had everything, what I'm saying, and whatnot, so like I didn't go to the theater that much, but like when stuff came out, I watched it, or I went to Blockbuster a lot. And I used to get Netflix back when it used to just be like the DVDs.
Yeah.
The mail, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I'm still trying to find your channel. But anyway,
Our YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think it's gone.
It's there, I'm telling you.
I need to look at Thorough. Yeah. So anyway, so we're here to discuss Chucky episode 4, and I mean, it's a good episode. I mean, I thought this was a great episode. I mean, I still like episode 3 more. I thought everything did culminate to like a really cool, interesting place for Chucky for the next 4 episodes next year. So I'm excited for it. So yeah, and it was great to see the White House and the murders. The murders are actually one of the best things about this season is the gore and the murders. They've been great. I think that's the best part about this season, and that hasn't been disappointing. Like when we get to the chandelier kill, like that was brutal, and like I just
Well, you expect it. You know what I'm saying? So like at that point,
Yeah, yeah,
they have to deliver, right? Or
yeah,
the show doesn't really work. You know what I mean? Like like the gross out, horror, um, in almost like a slapsticky style, right? Is like a Chucky trademark,
yeah,
right? According to you. So
yeah. Since Bride of Chucky, because the first three were were straightforward like slasher.
I didn't like Jennifer Tilly in this. I'm not going to bullshit you. I did not like Jennifer Tilly in this episode.
Yeah, we'll get to. No, let's get into that. So we got two segments. Obviously, the Jennifer Tilly prison scenes, and then the kids, White House scene. The Jennifer Tilly thing. Um, I like it, but I just found the comedy too like like the series changed from horror comedy. Like I like that, but I feel like there's a balance to do it. Like Scream. I don't know if you've seen Scream, Jeff, but like
I've seen it.
okay, like see, Scream is a good franchise that knows how to handle the horror and the intensity, but also have good humor and comedy mixed to it, and like it feels like not forced. In this series, for the Chucky series, they always have trouble to balance that in each like film. Like Sea of Chucky, it's not a bad film. It's just like it goes too far with its comedy, and with the Jennifer Tilly character, I I don't know, I just feel like they go too far with her humor, and it's like, come on, like I like her from Bride of Chucky being this violent serial killer that had this like sense of humor, but like why we need to go so far? Her being this like I don't know, what's the word, baboozle, like like I don't know, over the top, like this over the top person. It's just
Well, I mean, maybe that's the way that she's being directed to be.
yeah, that's true, right? I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? Like, I'm assuming that's what, like, I mean, you know, uh, they greenlit. I mean, they're letting her roll like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, basically, um, the I thought this was not. I mean, we'll talk about it the obviously at the end when we rate it and everything and whatnot. But I wasn't like I thought that the slow buildup was in the beginning. In terms of like how almost kind of dull some of the scenes were.
mm,
Um, they didn't have the same vibrancy. Now of course we've lost characters because of like the killings and whatnot and everything, right?
yeah, yeah. I I think here's the thing, it's kind of like the Joker and Harley Quinn situation. Like you care more about the main villain, aka Chucky. You're right, and yeah, like we like Harley Quinn slash the Tiffany character, right?
I mean, the humor was pretty good in the beginning, like with Chucky and
Yeah,
everything and whatnot. When Chucky's like, "You're pretty fucking stupid, kid." God bless you, or whatever. He's like, "You're fucking dumb, aren't you?" Or
yeah,
whatever,
but
whatnot. Then he's like, "Oh, but you know what? I like that."
yeah, that's what I like about you. So
I
I
think that
see.
you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's ugly. I mean, well, I mean, come on, folks. I mean, Chucky. He's a silly killer. He's trying to manipulate this kid. I just love he's so honest about that. Like, and this kid is so, what's the word? Like, he's so
Oh my
like
god,
not.
he's not even with it.
Yeah, like this kid is not aware of his like
I'm not
dull.
even talking about half the time. I don't even know what the hell he's even.
I know the kid is just so funny.
And then they brought in the new nanny and everything and whatnot.
Yeah, wait, what
wait a
is
minute, you
that?
got all this crazy shit going on, right? These killings and all this shit, right?
Yeah,
You're just gonna let this new nanny walk in, like,
yeah,
right in there. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot, like, and the
yeah,
wife
and
protested a little bit for, like, you know what I mean? And then they just go.
yeah, they just go. Yeah, and what
And
was so
the chick's even crazy and shit too. She's all crazy from jump.
yeah. Oh, speaking of her, she is what is it, a SNL actress. I don't know her, but she's another like SNL member. besides Kia Thompson from
That don't
last
mean nothing.
episode.
That don't mean nothing to me anymore.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it was just weird that they
That pedigree means nothing to me.
yeah, like and it's weird, like it was nothing like episode 3 where Keaton Thompson, from Good Burger, and like, and yeah, he's in SNL, but it's weird that he got another comedic actress from SNL like today, but it's like we don't know her, so it's just very funny that they did that again. But it's also funny and stupid of her to play hide and seek and then allowing Chucky to get the knife. Like
Dodge, what the
it's
fuck are you doing?
what is Dodge
Sorry
doing?
about that. He's tearing his bed all up and everything and whatnot. What do you? All right. I guess he was trying to get himself. He's trying to get comfortable.
Yeah, I mean dogs do that. They do weird things with their pets when they're trying to be subtle. But anyway, so Jennifer Tilly, last episode we were left off with her that she was going to be put to death, execution in Texas, right? And oh yeah,
What are you doing, buddy? Huh?
Dodger, come on, Dodger. Yeah, dogs. Um, Um, but yeah, so Jennifer Tilly is going to prison, to wait for the Neil and the poison right now, and like she's with this guard who is
Oh
like
God.
yeah, the guard is no nonsense,
Her
and
makeup
like
is terrible.
what the guard or
Yeah, the guard. Her makeup is terrible.
yeah,
He has like this really bad mascara on or whatever, whatnot, and everything. It's like it's horrible.
oh my god, that is so funny. I mean, it's a guard. I think it's
Is
realistic.
she a character that's been in one of the other seasons or something like that?
No, I mean, plus if you're a guard, you're not gonna wear makeup. If you're in a
She
women's
did.
prison.
You didn't see this yet? No, you wouldn't think that you would. No, not unless it's a purely women's prison.
Yeah, I rewatched the episode. I mean, it did. I mean, she looked normal. I mean, like if you're trying to attract the serial killer, yeah, you'd be more dressed up. So I mean, I don't know. It's it's just funny you brought that up. I don't know. I mean,
Well,
she's
I
only
know
trying.
bad makeup when I see it.
Wow. Well, I need to pay attention to that. So next time, when we get to see that prison again next year. So yeah, like she's no nonsense. She doesn't take Tiffany's like brand right that well. And then she goes to her cell and she's waiting for like she brought up she's waiting for this like voodoo material that she's getting transferred from her lawyer, all that. So we'll discuss that more in depth. Um, but yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. I think the Tiffany stuff was the weakest part of the episode. I mean, like it's good to have like comedy scenes, but like you were getting that already with the White House. Like I think it could have been better without Jennifer Tilly being in this episode and save it for next year. So to focus more on Chucky, because I don't know, like I I don't know, it just didn't add like too much of the story. And plus, we know she's want to escape, and it's like okay, but it's like I don't know, it was something. But then it's also um like in the franchise when you do like magic and do these like power thing that the Chucky series has done, voodoo magic. I do question like how much like power they're using, and then like how efficient they are with this material. Like Jennifer, like Tiffany does. Like she was so desperate to have her voodoo book, and she got it just now, and then she's using these dummies, like actual voodoo dummies. Like since the first movie, like I don't even remember the first movie. Like Chucky did use a voodoo doll to control the person that taught him this magic that transferred his body to the Chucky doll. And with this, I was kind of like, oh, okay, you can do that as well. So I'm curious what Tiffany is gonna escape, but it wasn't like the most like fun, or it wasn't like a crucial thing for this episode. It was like kind of filler, right? So
Yeah, it was. I mean, you could say. I guess you could call it filler if you want to.
But yeah, so like let's get into the nitty gritty of the like Tiffany stuff. Like she's in prison. She's like everyone loves her, right? But then she has this conversation with this other serial killer who what's her name?
Oh, I can't
Uh,
remember.
yeah. Let me.
The one that that she really likes.
Yeah, and so like they're in the kitchen and they were having conversation, you know, like casually about their like lives and killings, right? And then she talks about her favorite movie from her, but she mistakenly thinks that Tiffany is her sister, Meg Tilly, because she brought up the right stuff, I think, or Big Chill, I think was the movie, right? That she brought up, and
I
that
think
was
so.
not. Yeah, right. I just saw it now. I just rewatched it. I was like, um, and she mistakenly that because that wasn't her. That was his sister. And so when Tiffany just flat out say, "Oh, that's not me. That was my sister who I killed," and then all of a sudden she just turned 180, and this chick just like, "How dare you? I love my sister the whole world. I like easily protect her, and you're a sick person. I hope you die so badly." And like she just nonchalant, like just attack Tiffany. And then when Tiffany sees the cigarette that she put down the food, she takes it, and then we're like, okay. And then when she get back from that meeting, excuse me, from that meeting, she gets her voodoo stuff. So she has the book, and then she has these like mannequin toy she can create, and she twist it together to look like the chef serial killer, whatever her name is. All right, I got my thing here. I think it's Evelyn or something like that. Her name, the killer's name here. Uh, Here I am trying to put this up here. Elephant. Yes. So the celebrity chef Evelyn Elliott. That's the chef that Tiffany is gonna kill. So she made a voodoo doll of her using the cigarette, and she used the bala magic, as she say, but it's different saying. So instead of transferring the soul, it's like now she just used it to now control the victim, and so we have this very like funny, like this part I did like was her controlling this chef, and her like teasing her, and she gets cut up, like she first cut her like neck here, and then she starts like ripping her skin with a knife, and then torturing her by like stabbing her face a little bit, and then towards the end, you moved it, Jeff. And
Oh, I said no. That was a really good scene.
Yeah, I know it was. Oh my god, when she did the aliens
I
thing.
really good job.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, that was like she did a good job of just being convincing to be controlled by someone, and and then she gets into this what like hot like pot or something like that that was really hot. She puts her head in it, and
Like a fryer, like a
yeah,
frying thing.
yeah, like a fire, right? Like a fire fan or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
with roots in it
Okay.
and shit. It
Yeah,
takes the skin right off her face.
yeah, and wow, crazy death. I just love that. See, that was a good like scene that we need for this episode. So that was really cool. So that was like our first kill, which is nice. And then just to wrap up things, like um, you know, uh I think Tiffany doesn't know what happened. It's like she's very like joyful because she has the power to control people, right? The guard is so sassy at her that she spits a gum at her food, which is so stupid because now she has control of her. And immediately after that, she like creates another doll of the guard that is watching over her, and so now she has control of her, and now she's in like bidding for Tiffany, and so now Tiffany has a plan to escape for her death. So she's asking the guard to like check to either like get some personal possessions of every guard is in the prison so that she can control all of them, so that it's easy for her to walk out. So that's the plan right now with Tiffany, and you know, like okay, that scene I just say this right now is okay. Like, I mean, whatever. I just thought I was like, okay, like she's gonna escape, which it was gonna bound to happen, right? Like she was gonna escape no matter
It
what.
wasn't
See,
terrible. Her scenes weren't terrible, but they weren't great.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. The scenes were not
I mean,
like,
the stuff with the doll, the murders was really good.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but her acting during it was kind of weird, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know Tiffany is a serial killer, but like when Chucky kills, like he has like I don't know, a pistache and like gravitas when he like comments on his like death is like, ooh, like I'm gonna like this, like or like every time he comments on the kids, like he always say, "All right, bitches, let's do this," like he does like it's funny,
He
it's
did
so
the
good.
intro for the episode. He's like, "Here we are again with fucking Chucky or whatever." You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, and then it's so good, right? And Tiffany, it's just like I don't know. It's just it's her humor is just like it's not for me, or for you, or like it's not for everyone.
No, it
I
doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, like and a lot of people are I don't want to comment on other people, but like this one YouTuber who has done like short reviews of the Chucky series because he's not doing full length because the last season wasn't good for him. Like it was very disappointing for him. So he liked the episode, but he didn't like the Jennifer Tilly stuff, and it just makes sense because it was just too goofy. It's just trying too hard. Like you're trying too hard with the comedy with her, and it's like just tone down the comedy for Jennifer Tilly. Like she is funny, but like give her good lines or like do something that is funny. Like the scene when she's with the chef, mistakenly thinks she's from another movie that she's not in is funny, and like how she responded to that was very funny. But something like her just playing around with the doll, killing her is where her like cutting back to it's kind of like okay, I don't need that. It's just I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what to say. The scenes are okay, but you can skip around those scenes. But
Yeah, I mean, well, they intermingled them
yeah,
with the Chucky storyline at the White House, and I don't know the scenes with the kids when the kids showed up and whatnot and everything. Like nothing happened.
well, yeah. So like okay, this is something that's like I don't like, it's always tough if you don't know you're gonna get another season or get another movie. So like, how far you want your characters to kill your main villain, right? Like, come on, like the Halloween trilogy from like the new ones,
Well,
right?
no, that's right. I mean, they have 4 more episodes for the season to go. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. But I agree with you, Jeff. I mean, like
I gotta
picking your
stop. I gotta stop looking at this as a finale.
yeah, and that's another thing. Like, yeah, I know. It, it's so weird because it feels like a proper finale, and like I'm curious. Like, I don't know
I think
if
I've
you
been
want.
looking at it as like a finale the whole time.
Yeah, well, and because he got old towards the end of the episode, and
Well,
it's
no,
like,
I mean, I'm used to always reviewing these shows, and then like when we're done with the last episode, that's it. That's the finale,
yeah, that's
right?
true.
Like we
Yeah,
don't, usually we don't have breaks. It
no,
doesn't
no,
work that way. It's week after week after week. We do the shows, right?
yeah. You know, let me tell you something. I think if we met earlier, like there's a couple networks that had done that, but differently. Like the CW with the Arrowverse shows, they had like they had episodes, but they were like always breaks. And so if you and I reviewed those shows, like it was going to be it's similar to this, but it's different. It was not going to be like the gaps of breaks were like 2 weeks, right?
Hey,
Um,
I think there's going to be a lot of good TV. If anything, what we need to start doing is we need to start looking for new shows to pick up. right now. Like that's what like we should talk about that after the show. That's something we haven't thought about in a while, but like we should, both of us should go back out and like you probably have a better sense of like what's out there than I do, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
we need to look for some stuff to cover because like we've got, before you know it, it's going to be the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
So like, so I mean, we've got What If to cover, and we're gonna have a lot of Marvel Disney Plus to cover because we're gonna have X-Men. We're gonna have the X-Men 97 that comes out. I want to cover that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got to cover that.
Yeah.
I love covering animated shit.
Yeah, that's actually the thing. Yeah, I definitely want to start doing animation stuff.
Oh hell yeah! No, we're doing X-Men 97 without question. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Hey,
we're reviewing that on the MCU Bleeding Edge, baby.
Yes, we will. Yeah, we will. But yeah, and then what was it?
What's coming up? What are we getting from Star Wars this year?
Oh, besides.
Oh, Occulty.
Yeah, Occulty. Right.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're gonna cover that. Yep, we're doing Occulty.
Yeah. Is that animation? That's the thing I don't know about that.
No, the Skeleton Crew one I think is the one that's animated.
Okay. Yeah, Skeleton Crew. I thought it was like flip flop. I thought Occulty was
no. Occulty is. I've seen the trailer for Occulty. Occulty is live action.
Okay, I need to check the trailer. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks pretty good. I don't know why I thought it was on fucking Netflix.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of good movies coming out this month.
Yes, that's true.
On Netflix, there's a lot of good movies coming out. That new Michael Fassbender film,
The Killer. Yeah, I want to see that one. Yeah. Hey, we can do a review of that. So hey,
there's a lot of movies coming out. The Marvels is coming out. We got what, 2 weeks till the Marvels comes out?
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Next Friday.
I'm gonna go watch it on opening night.
All right. Well, text me what you like.
I will.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what is Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad also had like those long gaps when their finale series had like those 60 episodes.
Yeah.
They had like so it was like the rare example of like long breaks. But yeah, I mean this is not how usually Chucky did it because unfortunately this year the writers and actor strike affected it, so that's why we're getting this.
I know the MCU schedule is so jacked up.
Oh my god, let's not get into that. It's just a mess. It's just.
It is. It's a mess. It really is.
Yeah,
it's like, but it is what it is. What it is. But that's why, if anything, that's why we need to be keeping our eye out for stuff to look to cover. I wish we would have got into. I wish that we would have bumped into each other and we could have covered. What's it called? The Wheel of Time.
I read the first book. It's not that bad. Yeah. I like the actors, but
there's a YouTuber that covers a lot of that kind of stuff. His name is Quinn. Quinn's Quinn's Ideas or something like that or whatnot. He's the one that got me into Dune.
Yes. I think you brought him back. Oh no. You brought him maybe once. I think
I mentioned you before. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, his YouTube channel. He's really good. He covers the Game of Thrones, Ice and Fire, the Songs of Ice and Fire, which I got to get back to reading the books.
Yeah. Well, there's one show I'm currently watching on Netflix called You. It's a good psychological thriller. I don't know if you're interested in seeing that. It's only 10 episodes, so I don't know.
The House of the Dragon's not coming out until 2025, huh?
No, I don't think. No. So, but thankfully, thankfully you gave me the max, so I'm able to maybe catch up because I actually like the pilot. I saw for free.
Did you watch the pilot?
Yeah. Well, remember some bizarre reason the studios are showing the pilots free in YouTube. So like you can watch the first episodes free.
Really? On YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. Even Chucky did it. Season 3, like Chucky did their first episodes for free.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the first episode, and then that's it. Then the rest you have to watch either in the streaming, you know, like we well, like I've been doing, for these reviews, just the day off, or channels or whatnot if you have the cable stuff and all that. But yeah, so I was gonna ask you something. Do you like the Chucky titles? Because they've been very creative with the Chucky titles, and it reflects on the episodes. So you got the dolls here forming the Chucky child.
I like it.
Tile.
I like the intro. I like the titles. I like the I liked how they used the clock during the episode. They kept going to the clock and showing us
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
That was cool. I like that they added that.
Yeah, it was like last episode. You remember last episode we did like the months, and then here we did it with the time. Yeah, so it was very neat. I think it helped make
It added a little bit of something to the episode. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a bad episode. It just wasn't. It was fillery.
yeah. Um, like
You were. I mean, it was fillery. It was. Now that I look at it now, it had like episode 4, episode 5.
syndromes. Yeah,
Syndrome. Yeah.
yeah. Not like Disney Plus bad, which is good. Like at least we got good kills.
Secret Invasion. I look back at it now, and I'm like, that finale was terrible.
I mean, yeah. Well, that in 5 was really bad.
Ahsoka, the finale could have been better.
I like the finale.
I thought it was good. I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I think it could really go. I think it could really work out well in season 2. If they put, like we talked about in the review, if they focus on Ahsoka, on Peridia, right, and then have like maybe like like a split storyline, kind of like they're going to do in Dixon,
yeah.
for season 2 with Daryl and Carol,
Mhm.
right? Like, but do that with what do you call it? What show were we talking about? I forget.
Ahsoka, right now.
Ahsoka, but yeah, but focus more on Ahsoka. Like on Peridia, and then they're gonna have to recast Balin's Skull.
If they do it, again. But we discussed that in the the season 1 finale. But
That was the father, the daughter, and the son that he saw there. You know that now, right?
yes, yeah, that I knew that prior to our review.
I didn't realize it.
Yeah, it's interesting, but again, the show is showing you this mythos that is from another thing. It's just again Star Wars.
It's from Clone Wars. Yep.
Yeah. So like you have to be a top form to really know that if you're a Star Wars fan or like us, not Star Wars big fans.
I'm rewatching the Clone Wars again right now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, Jeff. I mean, this was a filler episode. I mean, because like the fact that it was like the kids were like, so now we can,
I mean, the kids get up there.
Yeah.
They wear these stupid outfits.
Yeah.
They meet the president and his wife and shit and whatnot. And then basically the chick tells the dude that she wants to check out his room, and he doesn't even like make a move on her. He wants to like dance around and shit and all this shit. Like, well,
so okay, what's your opinion on Grant? I like Grant. I think he's a good character. I think he is like
I guess he just wants like friends, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of do feel sorry for him. Like, I like that he's not the stereotypical, like, like social media or like this, like, president kind of type of kid. Like, he has some depth to it. Like, he lost his young brother that we know of. And, like, he did discuss that with Lexi, which I like, and, like, and
I think the kid that plays the actor, the young actor that plays the character does a pretty good job. The writing sometimes is a little bit.
Yeah, that I have to agree. I I mean,
They could
the
give
whole
they could give him a little bit more to work with.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
Like seriously, and the way that the way that they have his character sometimes, like when he brings the young girl in his room, the whole thing with him dancing around and shit and all that and whatnot, right? And that's when she plays the Chucky song, right?
uh, is it? No, it's some like
She plays
famous.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, yes, that's the song she sang from.
I assume it had something to do with Chucky.
Yeah, well, it's for like a like no like it's like a lot of like I don't know like a band from the '90s that's like related to
They're not from the '90s. The Blue Oyster Cult, they're from like the '70s.
really.
Yeah, I mean, they're still around, I think. But like, I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah.
because my girlfriend went to see them like over the fireworks over Central New York.
Hmm.
I remember back in like 1997 or whatever, whatnot. Like, she saw them. They were headlining the concert with Matchbox 20 was the
Ooh.
opening one of the opening acts.
Yeah, I love Bucks. 26 Bucks. Was it
I do
Bucks?
too. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see them live.
Yeah. So the Blue Oyster thing. So like this is the second time the show actually did it. She actually sang the song to her sister in the first season, and
Ah,
like a lullaby. And a couple of shows actually, a couple of shows and movies have used the song recently, which is weird.
it's a good
I
song.
Yeah, it's a good song, and it reflects on like death and what like it relates to like the horror aspects of shows, stuff like that. So I wasn't surprised they did it again here. I don't mind it. I mean, it's like it's kind of like what I can maybe imagine a kid to do. If you have a
The
girl
scenes
and
with the nanny were freaking pathetic. They were kind of a joke.
I know. So
Where the
first
fuck
off,
did where did this bitch come from?
yeah, you like I don't know, it's just so bizarre.
She's just whacked. She's like, I saw Abraham Lincoln and
Yeah, and then
Andrew Jackson or some shit.
or yeah, or like
I'm like, what?
yeah, I wow, great way to scare the kid for more ghosts and more theories for him to think about White House. Yeah, she was weird. I see. You were talking about how Jennifer Tilly was forced in terms of the comedy. I thought that was the worst in terms of the forced comedy.
They were 50-50.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I give them both the award the
Oh my god, the Danny.
the Danny wins the special Olympics.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. For the nanny, yes, because I like she was so even her death was so silly. Her death like she was like acting.
Why would you die just from getting your face cut off?
I I don't know. I mean you
Wouldn't you still be alive?
sort of, but that impact was hard.
What was
So
it? A chandelier?
yeah, it was a chain. Like it was a big chandelier. It was a round one.
Yeah, that's what
I,
the episode. That's the petulant killing that Chucky performs and whatnot to um to get
like
his body count up to where he can do his shit, and then
yeah,
it doesn't work.
yeah,
That's what he tells the kid. He's like, the kid's like, "I hope your tummy's not hurting again, Joey or whatever."
yeah. Oh my god.
He's like, "I'm gonna fucking die, kid."
Yeah. Oh my god. And his reveal, it was so campy. It was so funny. By the way, I like how we dressed Chucky as a Phantom of the Opera. That was very funny. So
What was that whole deal with Doe and Sawa where he sees the kid that's the same height as Chucky and shit and whatnot, but it's a human
yeah,
being?
yeah. Okay. So I guess you didn't know this. So I was weirded out about it as well as you did, Jeff. But I saw a review and then I saw the second time and I realized this makes sense. This he was like I think he was having this like deja vu. Like he was seeing his son, Joseph, the kid that died before the season started, and that's
Mhm.
the thing that Chucky's using the name for and all that. that was his like dead third son, and somehow he's having this like delusional image of the kid now. Like, is he mistaking Chucky, who's like walking around in the party,
I thought
as
he was looking for some ass or something. I thought he saw some chick or something.
oh my god, no. I mean, first off, if he was looking for a chick, I mean, it could have been like a high, and like I I don't know how you can go from there. But no, I mean that'd be funny if he actually did it. That would be and most funniest thing for president to do. It's like, oh, Miss Lady, I was phoning you because you're so traffic. Let's go to this other room, and then he's like doing adultly things. But yeah, it was. Are they gonna do something with that? Like, is he gonna see more visions of his dead son now? Now moving forward, like if
I
you
don't know.
like I know they like the what was it the scenes we see with the White House family. Like, I get they're feeling their loss with their child. It's just funny that they're bringing now they're doing this like hallucination with one of them, right, in this episode. So I wonder maybe we'll maybe gonna start repeating that in the next
We'll have
episode.
to see. I mean, if that,
Yeah,
if I guess, I mean, they probably wouldn't have done it if they weren't going to continue on with it in some
yeah,
way. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I mean, like, why lay the seeds of some shit like that if you're not gonna?
yeah. If you're not gonna do it again, right?
Yeah,
Because
no, it wouldn't really make any sense. I mean, there has to be some point to it.
yeah, and plus, Chucky was wearing a costume that was this is the thing that was like
I
real.
know. And the president goes, and then and then he goes and finds Joseph in his chair.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really creepy. I think it's just if not like really like good creepy imagery, really, if they're doing that, which is kind of cool because like Chucky is like this like monster behind the mask, but
And
in a very
I just want to one thing I want to definitely say is that like I in the beginning of the series I criticized the shooting of it and whatnot everything a little bit.
mhm.
Now that I've watched it more on my phone and whatnot and everything instead of watching it on my 4K TV, I don't really have any complaints with it at all. It's just the 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. When I watch it on my phone, um, and I have an iPad now. I just picked up to be honest with you too. So I'll probably start watching stuff on that.
Yeah.
Um, but like it's actually shot pretty well.
No, this the series looks good. It's just that if you
I
watch
say
it,
we're gonna have to cut corners in the White House stuff and whatnot a little bit because I mean, I don't know what the budget is on this series, but like it can't be that high.
no, it has to be like what typical TV.
I don't know for the 4 episodes we've seen. It'd be really hard for us to guess. I don't know, 20 million,
I can pull it up now. Say
25
that.
million,
Yeah, something like
15
that. Like
million, something like that. Maybe I'm not sure.
um let's see. I'm just looking at okay the for TV series
And
because
Disney dropped like what 30 fucking million plus for every episode of the Secret Invasion, like 36 or 37 or 37 $38 million an episode or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, so apparently, I'm just looking at this from like a Reddit, but apparently, they say the Chucky TV series looks to have a bigger budget than the last two movies in terms of like the last two movies were like 6 or 7 billion in terms of total budget. This could be like either 8 or like maybe 20 million in terms of budget, which makes sense for the animatronic. Because they use animatronics for Chucky if you've seen the movies and TV stuff,
Yeah,
and the blood and all that, and plus the like they shooting actual locations like New Jersey, and then the White House is probably the biggest in terms of budget because they're not gonna go Washington DC to shoot it,
no,
so it's a sound stage, so I mean even the Catholic school has to be like a location that's like maybe a studio thing to shoot maybe. So it's much bigger. It's like like it's like Walking Dead. It's kind of like that. It's a middle of like typical Walking Dead budget, but it's not gonna be like Game of Thrones budget. Like that's how I can describe Chucky
I don't
TV
know.
show.
Yeah, we'd have to look up some of the Walking Dead budgets and see how much that. See, I don't know that much about that stuff.
Yeah.
I never really paid attention
Um.
to how much it costs to make them Walking Dead.
I think what they were like. I remember 10 billion last time we discussed this with the budget of Walking Dead. I can pull it up again. Um. Budget.
I wonder what Gerald Dixon cost.
Probably the same amount. Yeah. For so the estimate budget per episode for The Walking Dead was around 3.4 billion per episode, which was roughly $56 million. So what did
Per season?
yeah, like probably after like four around there, like around after three started. I think here we go. Walking Dead.
Yeah, when they got the episodes up to like 20 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. But yeah, we have to think more about the budgets for some of the things. But yeah, but I mean, the Chucky budget has a decent amount. I mean, it's by Sci-Fi Channel, and they do have a good
And
like
USA.
yeah. So like it's they have good like looking shows with good budgets. So I don't think it's a big problem with the show. But yeah, as Jeff said before, if you watch these things in 4K, it's gonna look like weird or like fake because of just how high definition is for the
Yeah.
screens of 4K.
Especially
It's
when there's
not.
a lot of dark imagery.
Yeah, exactly. And that's been a problem with older films and all that. Like it looks kind of
Yeah.
weird because
It is. It's honestly it really affects the quality of some films. The Godfather wasn't that bad because it was more well lit.
yeah. Well, and that's another thing I want to bring up is that if you have good example of this James Cameron, if you have the directors on top of the movies transfer into 4K, that's why they look good in 4K is because they've been
They've been
monitored by
digitally remastered or whatever, whatnot. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and if you see that, then that's why it looks good, like The Godfather, because remember the 15th first, Cyber brought this up last week, with The Godfather that we had the 50th anniversary remastered last year, so
Yeah.
yeah, so that's why it happened. But yeah,
it's really cool when to watch it when they touch up these older films and whatnot. Like I watched on like VHS cassette tapes and stuff like that back in the day.
yeah, no, I agree. It's very impressive. Like even what is it like the added CGI in certain films that like Star Wars.
Are you excited to see? Are you excited to review Godfather 2?
Yes. I mean, come on. The Godfather Part 2 is the greatest sequel of all time. And that also has great lines. I know it's you, Jeff. Is all if you know what I'm saying.
Andre, you like the movies I picked, don't you?
Some of them. I mean, you got good picks. I mean,
Cyber picked some good ones too.
yeah, I like Cyber.
You like Event Horizon?
Yeah, I definitely want to see Event Horizon.
I've always wanted to review Event Horizon. I love reviewing movies. It's awesome, folks. We love reviewing movies.
Yeah.
Aren't we doing? What movie are we doing next Sunday?
Next Sunday we're gonna do 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later.
So,
that's right.
Yep. So next Sunday we're gonna do that, which is awesome. And I have another movie that we're gonna discuss after 20 Days Later is the Addams Family sequel. That one I want to discuss because
with Raul Julia and everything.
Yes, because the sequel has its 30th anniversary, so it's a perfect time to talk about that movie. So, excuse me. But yeah, so we'll discuss that after the podcast. So yeah, so so the first thing we see in this episode is what's that kid's name? Henry, right? He's looking at the book again. He's in his bed, right? And then his dad knocks on the door. He comes in, and then we see Chucky in his Phantom of the Opera costume, And it's very funny to hear this kid telling the dad the reason why this doll is dressing up, which is funny. I love it, but he's like, the reason he's hiding is because he's looking too old, which, I mean, that should be more suspicious. Like, oh, okay, for the dad. Um, but yeah. Oh, he wasn't reading a book. He was like on his phone, looking at his brother Joseph, who's wearing the same costume as Chucky, which is poetic justice, really, or a coincidence that the
It's
Chucky is
really
real.
kind of weird.
Yeah, but if you know Chucky for a long time, he does that. Like he always messed up his victim. Like his victims are targets like that by using something that they're familiar with. And the fact that Chucky's been messing around with the family, it's like typical Chucky. Like, I mean, he did this with Andy, he did this with Nika, so he did this now with the President's family. So it's not surprising he's doing that. Like, especially because he got the name Joseph from the dead brother. So like, it's a common thing with Chucky. Um.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, oh no, it's okay. Okay. But yeah, so so his dad, leaves and tells him that let him know if he had changed his mind, and then Chucky gets up and talks to Harry nonchalant, and after he tells him about his plan and like why he's not gonna leave, it the response from Harry was funny. He said like, Joseph, why you're talking? Why you're why you like talking about Debala? And why your voice has changed? And then I like Chucky's response is like, I'm allergic to question, and he starts coughing. That was funny.
He's like, I don't like
So
questions.
yeah, like come on, kid. Like why are you asking so many of these questions? With like serial killer doll who wants to kill kids. It's just oh my god, this kid is just so over his head. Like what's going on with his life right now. So yeah, so now after that, the kids arrive in the White House dressing up as I thought they were dressing up like good guy dolls, right? But their costumes were like okay, like I guess Devin was Bob the Builder,
I think
and
so.
then
Yeah.
then Jake was the cowboy. Makes sense with the hat, right? And then Lexi, I didn't know what Lexi was wearing. I mean, I guess typical Chucky doll.
I'm not even sure what the hell that was.
Yeah, I mean they made the
He never
costume.
said.
Yeah, like it was like I that was maybe the one thing that was kind of like disappointment is they didn't wear any like not like well made costume, but like a costume that we were familiar with, and it was like it felt so superficial Halloween costume. Like you couldn't get the IP costumes that you usually see at Halloween, right? Like you could have easily seen like a Pinhead or Freddy Krueger costume or like a
Well, It
Michael
was a
Myers.
perfect. It was a perfect setup for what's his name, the son, because it allowed him to like make fun of him.
Oh yeah, what did the kid say to them?
He
It was
called him
funny.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Grant. He did say that. Yeah, that was funny. Oh my god, Bob the Builder. That was funny. So they, you know, we got this funny scene where they're getting checked. Oh, by the way, prior to the opening, we get the scene with the president's wife talking to the was it Secret Service person?
Yeah, the specialist or whatever. What? Not the
Yeah,
cleaner guy.
the specialist. Pierce, Warren Pierce, right? And you know, and Pierce. Like, let's discuss this. Pierce is my favorite character so far in this season 3. Like he's so cocky, and I just love that he planned this party and like to catch the killer, which he's barely catching his killer. Like he literally allowed thousands of people to die to that night, and it's like he's not getting any.
Thousands.
I mean, not thousands, but you know what I mean. Like a couple of people dying that that night, and like he was. Come on, like he's barely catching Chucky right now. Like I don't know. It's just very funny how this guy is trying to like get the killer out, but like you're you're doing your job really badly by not getting evidence, all right, or like checking over like clues that is the doll, right? I don't know. It's just funny to see.
He thinks that he's a human being that he has no idea what the hell's even really going on.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he took pictures. Um, what was it with the kid? The small shoes in Henry's room
Yeah,
when Teddy killed. So he got evidence that the killer is like has small feet. So when he's gonna conclude that it's either it's potentially criminating Henry or it's something else. But I don't know. I just feel
I
like
guess we'll
it's
find out in episode 5.
yeah, if he stays alive, that's true. Um, what else? Oh, one thing during the party, we get the reporter that we saw in episode 1, and she gets killed by a way. So uh, the reporter was useless from the beginning. It's like, why did we make her so important? And then she gets killed in this episode so brutally. Like, did you saw her
With the
having?
chandelier, yeah, she got like sheared in half.
Yeah, and she took a picture of herself.
Yeah.
That was so funny. That scene killed me. I was like, wow, I can't believe they did that. That was so funny and gross at the same time, which is fun. I that was my favorite part about that episode was her death, the reporter. Um,
Yeah, the
but yeah,
chandelier thing, it was okay.
yeah, you don't like it? I mean,
It
it's
was
not
all
my
right. I mean, again, it wasn't a finale. So
yeah
for episode 4, it was okay.
yeah. Here's the thing.
The
I
the scene with the puppet stuff and whatnot with Jennifer Tilly was better
yeah
with the
yeah
with the chef chick.
yeah that I agree. I think her death was the highlight of this episode. The shooting there was a good like shock, and the aftermath was good, but the reaction, like the people that we got see their kills was like okay, like we didn't need the nanny's death, like that was weird. Um, and the reporter's death was like was good, but like it was kind of funny at the same time. But yeah, but it's not my highlight. I mean, it's not my favorite kill really. Like my favorite kill is the umbrella kill from last episode. That was
Of
my
course.
favorite kill. So so I agree with you, Jeff. I mean, the Chandelier, it didn't disappoint, but it could have maybe delivered more if maybe there was more victims they killed, or chopped off, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
no, most definitely, I agree with you 100%. It just didn't do that much damage.
yeah, like like it was like you think there were more people around, right, under the chandelier, but it was like few. I mean, like people did ran fast, so I
That
mean,
Chucky, the amount of people he needed killed.
yeah, that's true. Like conveniently the right amount, right? That was funny. Like
Well,
it
he
was
got
supposed.
even more. No, he got even more, didn't he? Again,
Uh
I'm pretty sure he
yeah,
did. He got 13.
yeah. He got 13, right? He did comment on that, right? Like afterwards,
Yeah,
like
he's like, I got you 13.
yeah. That was definitely confirmed. But yeah. Um, so of course, Grant sees that he's being used by the kids, and he's heartbroken, and then they're trying to get Chucky to talk, as usual, and they were trying to take Chucky to see if he comes out alive. But and then he starts to mock them when like the family, the president's family, go upstairs to to the what is it, the bunker or whatever, and
Yeah.
he starts making the
Oh,
noises.
yeah, because what's his name? The son turns his power off, doesn't he?
Um,
Was that Chucky?
I think that was Chucky, right? Yeah, it was Chucky. See, we know he's using the vents, right? So
Yeah,
like
he's using the vents and like the crawl spaces and shit like that.
I I was watching carefully, and like I think Chucky has something that can make the power go on off, and we haven't seen that yet. So we'll probably see it soon in the next episode, the next couple episodes, right? I don't know. It just is kind of weird we're not addressing that. Like layered thing. Like, how is Chucky is getting around, and like how is the power getting
When
cut
they
off?
get it back on, that's when the president gets them, finds them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll probably get an answer soon. It's just they're trying to build up a mystery about the power thing, you know. So we'll see. So yeah. So then while the agents are taking the president's family to a safe location, Chucky and his like Barbie doll, uh, you know, Toy Story, position. He starts mocking them in the child's play, good guy's voice. It's so funny. He's like, I want a hug, and then like everyone's running upstairs, and like they couldn't go, like the kids cannot go upstairs because they don't have clearance. It's a funny thing. Chucky mucking the kids, they cannot get him now. Um, yeah. So and then after all that, Chucky starts doing his chant, then Bala thing, and then um afterwards, he goes slowly close to the window, and he does the Phantom Arbor pull the max out, and we see him his old age Chucky face. And I was laughing so hard when he screamed. He was like, "No! Why you're doing this, Dembala? I give you 13 souls." And then
Yeah.
the kid comes in, and then again, as you say, Jeff, he's like, "I'm fucking dying here, kid. I'm old." And like,
The kid's like, "Are you feeling okay?"
yeah, right? Like, come on. It's like, oh my god, just a like great end to an episode. I thought that I mean, it was a good end to end that. Like, I knew Chucky was going to be old, and Chucky has great different designs over the years. Like the classic Chucky design, the Brides of Chucky design, with the Stitch face. Um, and we went back classic Chucky design. His design's been going like really awesome designs, and this old Chucky design is very unique. So I'm like very curious about that. Um, Jeff, you don't mind? I can maybe share the trailer for this.
Oh, I've never seen it before. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
So first half, let me take a minute to do this. I just put up the trailer now. Um,
No
I'm just
problem.
doing. I'm just being loose here. Um, I cannot believe this is Sunday. So let me do this right now. Let me figure out. I'm looking at these folks. Nowhere. Picture in picture. Okay. So here we go. Uh, okay, so put this here. Settings. Oh, slides. Try to share the screen here. Uh, yes.
Don't forget to turn off the echo cancellation.
Yeah. Oh, I think you can hear me. Okay, so let me do now the layouts.
I turn it off on my end.
Okay, so we try to work this because I'm showing the trailer is from YouTube. So
Your screen sharing it?
yeah, I'm like just doing share screen right now. So just give me a minute. Um, uh, let's yes. Yeah, maybe you should do it. I don't know. I can. Oh, here. So no, block. Got it. So well.
I got it.
Okay, thanks. Cause I'm very new at
No
this.
problem, brother.
Yeah.
I just grabbed it off of YouTube really quick, and now
Okay.
I grabbed a YouTube to MP4 converter,
Okay.
and I'm converting the file, and then I just have to download it really quick and whatnot and everything, and then I can just I don't have to screen share it. I can just pull it right up, or I can screen share it. Hold on.
Awesome. Yeah. So let me just talk a little bit. So overall, this was a good mid-season finale. That's how you call it. Before we get the last four episodes. I think this was a good season. I see. Oh, I see it. Let me add to the stage. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like
You ready?
Yep. Hopefully it's this one.
You bitches miss me?
And then
Henry, I know moving to a new house can be a little scary, but you'll get used to it.
But at least there's one good thing.
What's that? Our son has taken to this doll in a way that we find perhaps a bit odd, but it seems to be therapeutic.
correct.
Devin, check your phone.
You bitches miss me?
Okay, Chucky, you want to play? Let's play.
Hey, hold on. The Wi-Fi's surprisingly crappy here.
You're not the producer from Dateline.
Where is my sister?
Chucky took her.
Caroline, you don't have to do this.
I'm his new friend till the end.
Knife drop.
Have you seen the news? Is that Chucky in the White House?
We're responsible for Chucky.
We're going to DC. He knows where my sister is.
We're gonna kill Chucky, guys. Again.
He's a killer in the White House.
This is gonna be our bloodiest Halloween yet.
I think he found the Oval Office very interesting.
What are you guys talking about?
Killing people.
What the
Oh, that still gets me.
Surprise.
I'm trying to see. I sent you a link to part 2 of the trailer for
I got
next year. Yeah. 'Cause that one shows you more of the fluid section. This one shows you from that. But yeah, thank you, Jeff. Let's do this.
I'm dying to.
Pull yourself together. You're Chucky, the killer doll. I say, go out in a blaze of glory and take as many as you can with you on the way out.
They think they're seeing ghosts.
Oh, he looks really fucking weird. He looks all screwed up.
Yeah.
He looks like Gollum.
Gollum, yes. Yeah, or like in Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, the Death Sea villain. When he starts to decay.
Oh yeah,
after
yeah.
it reminds me of that. Let me cancel my audio.
Oh yeah.
Let me. Well, I can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that for Chucky's face is so creepy.
Yeah, it is
but-
creepy.
Yeah, so so everyone, thank you, Jeff, for showing us the trailers. It's great. I'm new at this, so so Jeff, let me ask you something. What about part 2 of the trailer? What are you excited about with that footage? I'm very excited to see more Chucky killing in the White House. I guess he's not moving, so he's gonna do more killings in that White House. So I'm like, what's your thoughts on that trailer?
I mean, it was really short. So I mean, there really wasn't much to make from it besides just, basically like you said, just, I'm glad that he's going to stay in the White House. I think it's good. I'd like to see him finish the storyline up with the season there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he still has. It's like, it feels like that story's not over yet.
yeah, I agree, because that was the issue from last season. We like from episode 2 through 7, we were in the Catholic school with the main kids, but then from the finale, we were in a different tone, and like it was like a Christmas episode, so it was kind of weird. I didn't mind that, but for some it was kind of weird because we're focused on so much of the Catholic school as a storyline. So I hope we stick with the White House for like the whole majority of season 3. Like let's not detour that, like because we're doing something with the family, and like we're building up this, the death of the brother thing, and all that. And
The
then,
wife had like really nothing going on in this. She's been a pivotal part of the season, and
yeah,
she really had no impact on this episode at all. They cut her out
yeah,
completely.
yeah, but it makes sense because we were focusing like she would
No, I
probably be
know. I'm
more.
just saying. I just thought about that.
Yeah, I saw it too, but at the same time, like she did have she had a pivotal scene in the beginning with Pierce again, like
Yeah,
reminding
no, she
us.
did. I know she did.
Yeah, so we're going to see more of that in the next 4 episodes. So it's not a big deal.
No, there's. I mean, there's still a lot of unfinished business at the White House.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm just curious if they're going to keep this like the Pierce and the clean people, covering up the steps, because it's going to get out someday, right? Um, but I mean, after they killed the reporter in the party, it's like, okay, who cares? It's like no one's probably not gonna find out. So yeah, we'll see. I'm very curious of how the kid's gonna get back in and try to stop Chucky. Like that's the other thing. It was, I don't know if they were in the White House or not, but they were in like a different location.
They were in the White House. Yeah, they were in the White House.
Okay. Yeah, it was just weird because the lighting that were in the scenes was like red, and like it was like almost like they were in like a military kind of like, or like hospital scene, something like that. Um, I don't know. It was kind of weird. How that like their scenes were kind of like more colorful than some of the scenes of the White House. But anyway, we know that Tiffany is gonna escape. We see the prison riot as always, and like she's, doing fine. So that's like okay.
Well, the security guard knows that she has the ability to control her body with the doll and shit and whatnot, so she's going to help her get out. Obviously.
Yeah, and and if she talks to the prisoners, they help her escape. She'll make it away. So excuse me. But yeah, so let's run up this. Let's run up the show. Any thoughts? Any last thoughts on the trailer, Jeff? Or
no, my rating for the episode is going to be probably a 7.
Okay, yeah. This is a tough one. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think I'm with you. It's not a bad episode. It's a mid-season finale, but it wasn't a sign. So, but it did deliver some fun aspects, but it's not as good as the first 3 episodes, honestly.
No.
I think episode 3 is the best so far with the season, which I like. So this was kind of a letdown, but it wasn't that bad, So yeah. So, but yeah, Jeff, thanks again for coming.
Hey, I've enjoyed. I really enjoyed doing the reviews with you, brother. I'm looking forward to doing 20 days later.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that as well.
We got WandaVision. We got WandaVision episode 2 tomorrow night.
Yes, that's true. So, folks, just plugging plugs for the MCU Bleeding Edge. Let's let you guys know what was our schedule. So for Monday, tomorrow, for the MCU Bleeding Edge Monday report, me and Jeff are going to review episode 2 of WandaVision. So check us out tomorrow, 9:35 Eastern,
9:30,
right?
10 o'clock, 10 p.m.
10 o'clock.
on Mondays.
All right,
We
10
do our
p.m.
show.
Okay, 10 p.m. folks. Meet us there for the live stream. And then Wednesday, of course, me, Jeff, and Cyber are going to review Zombieland for our movie review for Wednesday. So check us out for that. Oh, X. Here, let me show this. Here's the channel, folks. They're up to 34.4K.
We're up to 34.4K subscribers.
we all three. How about that? So here's the the live streams we have done. Our Monday reports, the Ahsoka, and currently the Loki season 2 reviews, and then you see some of the movie reviews of or DCU reviews, which we'll get back to soon. But yeah, and then next Friday, we have the Loki season 2 episode 5 review. So that's me again, Cyber, and Jeff. So that's gonna be exciting. And then next Sunday, as Jeff had brought up, and pretty much I brought up from last week and this week, is me and Jeff are going to come back and discuss 28 Days Later for the live stream. So yeah, so look forward for that for next Sunday. So but yeah, so yeah, check out these reviews. They've been awesome, folks. I think what is it?
Andres, you were with us. You were with us when we did The Last of Us.
No.
You
Go
didn't
down.
do Batman Gotham Knight with us.
No, I couldn't make it. Go down. I think there's one movie. Right there, the Justice League New Frontier. That's the first one that I'm in. You can see that. You can see me right there in the second row after Jeff. So
No shit.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap. 8 months
8
ago, back
months
when we did the
ago.
third episode of The Last of Us.
Afterwards.
Yeah, which you're
Yeah.
gonna have to watch that on Max too.
Oh yeah. Hey, at least it's a good show. So
Why didn't you do the Loki season 2 preview show?
No, you contact me the week of. You contact me for the Justice League New Frontier. So, yeah.
Was that your first one with us?
Yeah, I was the guest there.
Holy shit! We had I forgot we had Jermaine on the first 2 episodes of this one.
Well,
there's Joey.
Joey, I can see.
Jasmine.
Oh.
I forgot all about Jasmine. Andor, baby. You gotta watch Andor too.
I don't know. You're asking me a lot of commitments. Anyway, so that's where we're at now, folks. Check it out. Check the MCU Bleeding Edge. So I just already tell you our schedule for this week, which is awesome.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. And plus, happy Halloween.
Happy
Tuesday.
Halloween.
Yeah. So Jeff, thank you so much, brother. Let's get out of here and get ready for tomorrow.
Peace, folks.
Peace.